I'm Michelle McKay. Welcome to Why You Need These Drops. We are so excited that y'all are here with us tonight. And I am here with my amazing power partner, Miss Cynthia Bolden and Miss Summer Simons. If you do not know Summer, it is time to meet Summer. Now, Summer is just an amazing industry veteran, but she is a personal trainer and coach. And I'm telling you, she knows how to talk about these drops. So if you guys have been on the fence, or if you're on the drops right now and want to know what your options are for getting them at the best discount, but also we love sharing why you need to get these drops in the hands of billions. So guess what? It doesn't just take me, Cynthia, and Summer doing these, sharing these drops to get them in the hands of billions. It takes all of us. So I'm here to tell you that Summer is going to share why you need these drops, but also why you want to share them with everybody you know so that we can get them in the hands of billions. So Summer, take it away.
Yes, ma'am. I'm excited. Guys, I get super excited talking about these drops. Okay. And it's not just the drops, it's everything that comes with it. So, I am a single mom of two little boys. About 5 years ago, I went from a stay-at-home mom to a single working mom. So life kind of went upside down. I'd been a high school and a college athlete. I'd been a personal trainer and a basketball coach for a decade each. And going into my 40s, life was a little different when it came to the hormone game. I had 4 foot surgeries in that time span, and my mother had a stroke. So I put on a few pounds in those 4 years. If you don't think that was stressful, talk to me about it later. I put on a little bit of weight, but I was not really sure that I wanted to try these drops. I had bought them probably 6 or 7 years ago. But honestly, I put the drops under my tongue one time and threw them in the cabinet. How many of you can relate? Like you start the drops, you don't take them right. You start the drops, maybe you don't follow the foods list the way you're supposed to. It took me 3 to 4 years to come back around to them, which is kind of a long time to wake up. But the second time I decided I've got to do something different. What I had done all the other years after having children was just not working at 40 like it did in my early 30s. So I took these drops and I had crazy results. Because of my background in training, I knew how to exercise, I knew how to eat right, but I did not want to incorporate that into the drops. I wanted a true test of what these drops could do. So I did it with no exercise because so many people think, well, yeah, they're just changing everything. And come to find out, these things are the best thing I have ever seen. And I have seen a lot. And so when I took them, I lost 24 pounds in about 35 days. And I was just like, okay, you have my attention now. Okay. I started plugging in, learning about these drops, and what I have learned has absolutely blown my mind. I mean, the stories I hear now from people taking these drops that maybe don't even have anything to do with weight loss absolutely get me giddy. Then there's the weight loss stories. And guys, the first day I took these drops, I took my bottles and I took a little selfie, threw it on my Facebook because you know Facebook land is nosy because I wanted the accountability. I'd already taken them one time and thrown them in the cabinet. So the second time I was going to share my journey. And when I put that post out there, here's the crazy thing. A lot of ladies reached out to me wanting drops. And I said, well, technically I haven't taken them yet, but I am going to. They said, we want to do it with you. And the lady who bought the first box to take with me is down almost 100 pounds now. So I can tell you, hands down, they work whether you need to lose a little bit of weight or maybe a little more weight. And we are loving life right now. So I'm going to screen share with you guys so that you can see all this wonderful information I'm talking about. I talk a little fast, so hopefully, can you see my screen, Michelle or Cynthia? One of you
Yes.
guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. So the first time I saw this little flyer, it was I guess I'll say earth shattering for me. So my background as a personal trainer, I always thought my clients were maybe fibbing to me a little bit, maybe a nice way to put it, because I thought, why are you not losing weight? Like, you've got to be cheating and not doing what I'm telling you to do. Come to find out, at 40, I understood exactly what they were going through. So when I saw this little picture the first time, I was like, hang on, I have headaches, I have food cravings, I don't sleep good, I have weight gain. And I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world? Because as a personal trainer, I didn't really get big time into supplementation and filling in the gaps in your diet. It was more about just eat really good, exercise, and then get into the calorie deficit. But once I hit 40, I realized these hormone imbalances changed the game. So we're with a company called Partner Co. And I tell everybody we're like an Amazon in the health and wellness industry. We have a little over, or we have 14 companies under one roof, which gives us tremendous buying power in the industry. We have everything you need, I say, from birth to death. We actually have a little over 100 products. With that, I have taken one of these product lines for almost 15 years. My boys actually started consuming it in the womb. So we have some really good products that are good from birth to death. We've got stuff for inflammation. We've got stuff for your gut health. We've got stuff for energy. We've got stuff for your skin. You name it, we've got it. The really cool thing about our product line, though, is that we have so much science backing us. So, Dr. Strand has written a whole bunch of books. He is way smarter than I am. He's a doctor. And a lot of them you can find on Amazon. They're bestsellers, and we have gotten to learn from him firsthand. He has a tremendous amount of knowledge on what we're doing. He was a traditional doctor and went to the homeopathic natural practice after life changes. We'll go with that. He has a great story. But the guy that really resonates with me is Dr. Plant. So, because of my background in personal training, I would tell people the way we get on this hamster wheel is we have a lot of stress in our life. It produces cortisol. We can't sleep. The next day at work, we have that crash mid afternoon. We need that soda. We need that candy bar. Then by the time we get off work, we don't feel like exercising. And when we don't feel like exercising, we're just going to drive through and grab something on the way home because we think that's convenient and fast. But what if we could reverse the hamster wheel and get on a good one? What if we didn't have as much stress in our life? What if we got enough sleep at night and the afternoon crash wasn't there and we were like, hey, let's grab an apple and some peanut butter or some almonds. After work, you feel better and you go, hey, you ask a girlfriend, do you want to go walking after work? And then after you walk, you're like, you know what? I think when I get home, I want to grill some chicken and eat some vegetables. Oh my goodness, what a shift in perspective. Here's the thing. When Dr. Plant came on board, I had been saying this, I don't know, a year and a half before he got here. He said, what if we have to feel better to lose weight, not lose weight to feel better? And to me, that was like the perfect, like he's, from Harvard, super smart. So it sounded way better than me explaining it. But it really makes sense when you understand how the human body works. We've got science, we've got the testing behind us, and all of that stuff is great. It's what we need to back us. But what we have to do is put the product in our body. At the end of the day, our drops are not even designed for weight loss. They are here to help the body do what the body was designed to do. And when the body does what it's designed to do, guess what? We sleep better. We lose weight. We have more energy. We have less headaches. Like, all of the things that are negative are because we're not treating ourselves good. So when we do something good, the positive result, okay, it's a good consequence. But if you're here for weight loss, you're going to lose twice as much than if you just eat good. Okay. Here's the deal with the drops, the body takes about 90 days to reset on a cellular level. So, what does that mean? I am working with ladies who have treated their bodies bad for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. I'm talking 6 decades. We're not going to fix it next week. It's just not going to happen. However, if you take the drops correctly, if you put them in your body, if you put whole foods into your body, I will tell you within the first week, 2 weeks, you're going to notice better sleep. You're going to notice not craving that Halloween candy. Okay. not needing to finish your plate, you're able to push it back instead of go get seconds. You can see the other things on there, but you're going to notice the energy surges. And here's another one. You may be a little bit nicer. Okay. I hear that from a lot of ladies. They're like, Mom, you're so much nicer. Okay. But it does come with an approved foods list. A lot of people look at me and they go, well, if I ate the foods list, I'd lose weight. Well, my response is, why aren't you eating the foods list? And they just kind of look at me with this blank stare. And I said, because it's hard. We are used to processed food, the idea of convenience. So swapping and detoxing from all those bad things is hard to do. So this foods list is not a diet. This is the food God gave us to eat, but it's good proteins, it's healthy fats, it's good carbs, it's the healthy fruits that aren't going to spike our blood sugar. So when we can do this, good things are going to happen in our body. But here's the deal with the drops in the foods list. They work together synergistically. So transitioning off all that sugar is not the easiest thing to do, but I call my drops my liquid discipline. When I put these in my body, I don't need to eat 11 cookies in a day. When I put those in my body, I don't need the Dr. Pepper late afternoon. That was that. I mean, I would do that even when I was a trainer. I don't even touch sodas anymore. Okay. That is going to be a game changer for you as you make the transition to a healthy lifestyle. But here's the really cool thing. We have before and afters till the cows come home. Okay. Like maybe that's a bad phrase to use, but here's like so many people are having transformations that are just unbelievable. And like, Kristen, she is unbelievably fit. She's a different kind of personal trainer than me. I was one that wants to be like the healthy, but I'm not going to be extreme. She works out like 9 times a day, but you know what? She had a baby. Guess what happens to every woman who has a baby? They need to lose weight. So she took our drops. Ursula is a mother of 6 who homeschools her children. I don't know what mom of 6 homeschooling that many kids would not gain weight and be stressed out and need help with their cortisol. I tried homeschooling one and I had stress. She's had great results. Alan Schultz is a friend of mine. When I saw him the first time after he took these drops, I did not even recognize him, y'all. He's lost over 50 pounds. And he's come off of at least 5 medications, metformin and cholesterol, blood pressure. I mean, it's just insane. Misty, she has what we refer to as cortisol belly. So we know after menopause, weight tends to kind of gather in our midsection. And you can see what the drops did for her. She had great results. Her belly started shrinking. And then this is Robin Perone. So not only does it work for people who need to lose weight, it also is really good for athletes. Like my brother put on muscle. Robin Perone, she is a bikini competitor. It helped her get off that last little bit of weight. And Dr. Crystal, she runs one of our largest customer groups on social media. She was kind of the inventor of that, but she actually weighs less now than what she's lost. I mean, like, that's crazy. She's lost more than what she weighs. And then Terry and Ashley have great testimonies on our product. And I could literally pull up 500 more right now on my phone and show them to you. But you can go scroll social media and find those. But here's the deal. You can buy drops from whoever invited you on this Zoom. We buy them in bulk. We sell them to you at a discount. Get with the person who invited you to get your pricing on that. I sell mine for $167. I know a lot of people are somewhere in that range, but here's the deal. That saves you almost $40 from buying them directly from the company. But here's the cool thing. If you decide that you want to get your product at a discount, you can pay a one-time fee of $29.95 that will get you a lifetime membership. That's not once a month. That's not once a year. That is for life. And it's going to give you the opportunity to buy any of those 100 products we mentioned at the beginning at wholesale. But the cool thing is, if you decide you can buy in mini bulk or bigger bulk, A lot of people come here on that journey. You know, I said at the beginning, you need to give yourself 90 days on our drops to really let your body reset and see how these drops are doing in your system. So some people come here and they want to get the 4 pack where they can get their full 90-day experience. But people also want to come here and try with their girlfriends, just like I did. I had 7 women do this with me when I started. So if you buy a 4 pack, if you sell 3 of those at the 167, that means you're using your box for free and you have a little extra cash in your pocket. So that to me is off the charts good. How many times do we refer people to stuff and not even get a discount? My hairdresser, which not a good hair day today, but I've sent customers to her for 15 years and I've never gotten a free haircut. Okay. We have a great, option here to use your product for free, but a lot of us are turning our social media into profit. So I was a single mom with 2 kids working 4 jobs. Now I use our free app where everything is created for me. I will tell you now, I am not the smartest cookie, but I am really good at following directions. If you tell me what to go do, I can go do it. And that's what makes what we're doing so great. So I can copy and paste on my social media and I can purchase and discount from Partner Co. So just like at Sam's or Costco, the bigger bulk you buy, the cheaper you get the product. So if I purchase a 10 pack and I resell it, I'm going to make a little over $700. Do you understand the kind of impact that had on a single mom working 4 jobs when 7 people decided to do the drop journey with her? My product was free and I had a whole lot of extra money in my bank account to help me pay for things for my children. But the best thing ever is you can come in at top pay here. If you come in and you move 30 boxes through your friends, family, Facebook, contacts, you're going to make a little over $2,000 with what we're doing here in Partner Co. I got to swap over, stop my broadcast. Guys, I don't know if it stopped.
There you go. It did.
Okay.
There you are.
Okay. It's just dark. I can't see anything but a black screen. I guess y'all can see me. But guys, I'm a single mom, like 4 jobs 2 years ago. This is all I do now. I go up to the kids' school some, but it has totally changed my world. And I'll tell you, there is nowhere you can go and generate extra money on the side from copying and pasting from your phone. But the drops have changed my life. I actually put on the same outfit I did my before and after in 2 years ago. And the girls looked at it Friday night and they were like, Summer, I think you look even better now than you did 2 years ago on your first round of drops. And when I looked at it, I was like, I think I do too. And I was just like, what is going on? I mean, I'm 2 years older, but I look younger. I look healthier. It is just unreal what this product is doing. And I am telling you, that's not the only good product we have. We have so many. And we're here to help you on your journey, whatever that is. If you're looking for the health side of it, or if you're looking for the financial side of it, or maybe you're looking for both. And a lot of us are here for the community. We have a girl gang. No offense to the guys. Some of my guys get all hurt because I'm like, well, you're a girl. She was like, you're doing better than I am. I said, well, she's a girl. I mean, our guys do great, but we have such a community of women lifting each other up, encouraging each other because, life gets hard. Okay. When we get stressed out, we want to eat cookies, but we're encouraging each other to not take care of ourselves and having a blast doing what we're doing. So, Cynthia and Michelle, thank you.
Wow, Summer, could you please give it up for Summer? We are so thankful, so appreciative. My heart is full and overflowing. Summer, you knocked it out of the park. It was absolutely amazing. I just love your story. I've been knowing Summer for, I was almost trying to count the years, but we were all in the Limu family together. And what you see is what you get. It's beauty, it's grace, and it's fun. So, Summer, you are just, you mean so much to me, and I'm just so excited. And I guess I'm having a moment here because I am thinking about Limu in those days. And then here we are now with all of you. So, you know what? You said it all. If you are on this call tonight and somebody invited you, run to get back with them so they can tell you, get your questions answered. Don't go to bed, don't go to sleep without, finding out more and partnering up with us, because I am telling you, the community, everything Summer said, I can vouch for, along with a lot of you. The community is awesome. The products work, and we are just creating legacy here. It's so much to do, but guess what? We are truly better together. So, Michelle, along with Michelle, myself, Summer, and so many others, Michelle, what do you have to say? Because it's awesome. Me and Michelle are right here in Oxford, Mississippi. We live, I thought about that. Me and Michelle, what, 5 minutes away from each other? And here we are all over the world on Zoom, locking arms, sharing this opportunity. So, Michelle says it best. You know her saying, at least I kept trying to turn it to Michelle, but I want to repeat Michelle's saying, and then I'll turn it to her. And that is, let's get these drops in the hands of, say it with me, billions.
Billions.
All right, Michelle.
Well, y'all, many of you know why that's my passion, because I turned 62. We're still celebrating. I turned 62 last week, exactly a week ago. And because my mom entered her eternal home at 62, that's why we've got to get these drops in the hands of billions, y'all. Diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 55, died at 62. And now researchers are telling us that insulin resistance is the leading cause of Alzheimer's. But y'all look around. Summer said it. Look around on social media. Everything out there is talking about your health, talking about what's going on in your life. It is surrounded. Every disease, every chronic disease, I believe every chronic illness is related to insulin resistance. You just look it up. Don't take my word for it, okay? Diabetes, heart disease, strokes. We are surrounded by it all. And so we know that our drops, we don't treat, cure, or diagnose, but we know that our drops help correct insulin resistance. So why wouldn't we get them in the hands of billions, right? So it's the beginning of getting your health back. So I'm here to tell you, if you've been on these drops and you are looking for a way to impact others' lives, because we're talking about an abundance of love. I do this out of abundance of love for my mom, because I could not help her 29 years ago. And so I do, my voice cannot help but crack, because I can just see her saying, you better get these drops in the hands of billions. You couldn't help me 29 years ago, but y'all look how many people we can help today. So I admonish you, I encourage you, get these drops in the hands of billions, share with everybody you know. So if you are a dropper, what we call a dropper on this call, you've got your options. Get back to the person who invited you here and find out exactly what you got to do to copy and paste, like Summer said, get the message out on social media and help us get these drops in the hands of billions. So there's your call to action right there. And then join us next week. We will have Ann Wandishin on with us next week, and she is going to share an amazing story. Summer, I just cannot thank you enough. Your story resonates with so many people, and you just never know. Just like every person on this call, you were invited for a reason. You got on the drops for a reason. You had a goal, and you never know if that goal can resonate with somebody else. So I implore you to make sure that you get that message out so that you can impact others. Okay, that's my call to action for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Summer. It was amazing. Thank each and every one of you. Thanks so much to each and every one of you for getting on, and can't wait to see you next week, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Have a wonderful night. Thanks so much.
Good night.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Night.
Thank you.
Good night.
And Dr. Rubin on CBSNews.com.